Hello, everyone. Beanie Fanatic here. Today, I wanted to take a look at the Netflix show that just premiered called King of Collectibles, Episode 1. They brought on a so called expert to do an appraisal of a collection of Beanie Babies, and the expert appraised it at a much higher value than what seems to be the actual market value. I just wanted to go over some of the items that she stated in that um, video. And if you take a look, if you want to take a look, like I said, it's King of Collectibles on Netflix, and it's at near the end of episode 1 when they do the appraisal. And I just want to let people know that you know it's unfair to kind of raise people's hopes about exactly the value of Beanie Babies. A lot of people have a misconception that their collection is worth hundreds of thousands, when in fact, it's probably worth less than $100. And this is one of the pieces of misinformation that's out there, especially on Netflix now, a show that will probably be popular, and people are gonna get a misconception. And I guarantee you, the market is not going to spike. Right, a lot of the items that are in the collection from King Collectibles are very common, produced in the millions, so there's no reason why they should be worth more than a dollar. Right, at the end of the day, people pay for the rare ones. Right, people pay for the oddities, the rare ones, and those are the ones that still hold value in the Bean Baby community and are accurately valued. And the common ones, just however however this appraiser valued them, are not worth what they said. So let's go over the ones that are in the King of Collectibles first. We're going to take a look at the princess. So automatically, right off the bat, she looks at the princess and she says, "This is worth 250. This is a common, everyday princess produced in the millions." She didn't, and just to show the appraiser's lack of actual knowledge of Beanie Babies, right? Goes, she doesn't look at the tush tag, she doesn't look at the hang tag. She just kind of says, "Oh, if it's sold in August, it's worth a lot more, because it's a 25-year anniversary of Princess Di's death, yada yada." It's all complete and total false, completely and totally false. Right. So, if you take a look here, right? So Princess with PVC pellets do have more value, right? In the 30 to 120 range, 2150, right? Princess PVC Indonesia, no space and poem, and Canadian tush tag is considered like one of the most rare and valuable, right? And as you can tell, no space and poem and regular tush tag, 35 to 200, and then somewhere around there. The missing rose one is considered probably the rarest, goes to 550. The one in the video is the most common one, right? And she basically says it's worth $250, when in actuality, I believe it's this common one, right? Whatever one's worth like $1 to $5, right? I believe it's probably regular princess, right? Probably this low value one, Princess P China Space and Poem. Simple, right? No space and poem here, 5 to 24, right? All this very common one. Let's see, but either way, it's a very inaccurate valuation. The person on the show thinks they have gold, when in fact they probably try to sell it and they realize they don't. They don't go through this on the show. I wish they showed the actual trying to sell these, but I'm guessing it failed. So that's why no one is, that's why there's nothing on the show about this auction. But yes, the one they show on the show is worth 1 to 5. The next one, which is the next valuation of Beanie, is Valentino and Valentina. So she stated, I think Valentino's worth $20 and Valentino's worth $250. Okay, another god awful valuation, right? So let's take a look. So you're saying, well, what about this Valentino? Yes, this one is the second generation Valentino, retired way before Beanie Mania, and it's considered one of the most rare Beanie Babies out there, one of the most sought after by collectors. If you can find the mint one, then it's probably worth more than $1,200. I saw one go for like $1,400, $1,500 on eBay last year. It's holy grail, right? Second gen. Third gen, right? Great. If you were happy to get a third gen, right? It could be worth up to 200 or 150 to 200. Now the one on the Netflix documentary is this one worth $1 to $10. I assure you, right? It's common. This person's collection is common, and right, you would know if you have a second or third gen. Someone, hopefully the appraiser would have known that, but I don't think they do. But the one in the video, I assure you, is $1 to $10. Same with the Valentina. Both of them together, worth $2 to $10, right? You could buy them, I'm sure, together on eBay for $5, right? And if you want to fact check me on all this, go on eBay, see all the different values, right? You'll find them from $1 to 10,000 because the people, some people are still holding on to hope that maybe one day this appraiser's valuations will come true, right? Something like that. So those are the two that were valued. Now, she valued the whole collection, which is a very common collection, at $8,000, right? Slightly, only slightly above what the actual value is, which I believe is to be $50 to $100. Now, if you want to fact check me, we could certainly go to eBay and check, right? So, go to Beanie Baby lot, right? Beanie Baby lot 100. This person might have had 100 Beanie Babies, right? And it was a common lot. I assure you, there's hundreds of them on eBay, right? And they're selling for 88, 50, 100, all this, right? This one's not going to sell, 150, 250, not going to sell, 1440, not going to sell. You see one for 8,000? I guarantee you that's not going to sell. There's no Beanie Baby lots selling for $8,000. I don't know where this appraiser got their information. I'm letting you know that. So, and trust me, all these have, look, see a Valentino in there, right? That's $250 for the whole collection, and she's saying it's worth $250, and it's not going to sell for, this $144 shipping as well. I assure you, it is not going to sell. We could even go ahead and look. Let's see, completed sold items. Let's go ahead and take a look at ones that maybe seem legit, right? $147.50. Probably legit. A lot of 100. I'm sure Valentino is in there. Valentino is in everybody's collection, right? I've been researching Beanie Babies for a while, and the second I saw this documentary, and I do know this appraiser has been full of it for as long as I've been, following the community. So look at all these values here, right? A lot of 100, $85. That is more of an accurate value. And I assure you, Valentino, Valentina, and 10 princesses are in here, right? So, please, I know you probably got excited after watching King of Collectibles that your collection might pay off some of your college debt. It's not going to. It might pay off $100 of your college debt, but it's not going to pay off $8,000. I just, one day I do hope it's worth $8,000. Maybe it will, but I highly doubt it because, in my opinion, something that was sold in the masses, and there is still millions and millions out there, should not have high value. The ones that, Ty did retire early in order to make people go crazy and then start buying up the very common ones, right? The ones that were retired early, those still have value, but even a collection of those probably won't sell for $8,000. No one's going to pay $8,000 for Beanie Babies. There's a far chance if you have the craziest, mint first gen collection, then yeah, sure, maybe in the tens of thousands. But that's super rare. I've only seen one person with that kind of collection on eBay, maybe a few people, but it's very rare. And even that one person was trying to sell their collection for $120, which I wouldn't pay $120. I probably would have paid, if I had the money, $10 to $20. So, yep. I just want to let you know that, the appraiser on the Netflix documentary is completely false. Don't believe it. And I apologize for bringing you back down to reality that your collection is not worth what the appraiser said. Any questions, please leave in the comments. Thank you for listening.